talking about the 80s. The 80s to me was a series of good messages all the way. Messages of caring, of love, of sharing, of beauty, of comradeness, of teamwork, of eating your vitamins, obeying your parents, exercising, participating in sports, whether you're good or not, being a team member, making that difference, one person at a time, one pebble at a time, one recycled piece of plastic at a time. And that message went on up. And we had even in other things, we had Karate Kid, that you must center yourself, Daniel-san. Same thing with Ninja Turtles. You have much anger, Raphael. You must not let the anger consume you. You must release it. Let go of it. We had good messages all through the time, and then all of a sudden we start getting all these bad messages, and it's good. Well, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. There, did my ratings just go up because I cussed? Yeah, I can say that shit now. Years ago, I couldn't say that shit. I couldn't say it, you couldn't say it, nobody could say it on national airways. No way, no how. No, I'm not glitching. But the point is, what the hell? What literally went on? Did somebody put some crazy in the fucking water? Literally, did something get into the water sources that we put in everything that just literally turned the switch into stupid, crazy, uncaring, selfless, centered, egotistical, prickless, wondrousless pieces of tarred, bastardly crap? Ugh. Sorry. And that's just half of what I could rant about on that. And there are some out there that are worth it. Other ones that are so far gone they need major help. But everybody has a place. Everybody could be useful for something. Statistically, you look at the job sources and you look at the statistics. There's just not enough jobs to support the people of the entire planet even. Let alone the United States. If you counted every bum, every person that just stays at home because they're somehow blessed with enough income, everybody that has enough income that supports more than one person, anybody that lives off the system, that they do or do not fudge their numbers. I know some that fudge their numbers like crazy, and it's like, you just take all the others. You're only after the canned foods. Stop it. All that other food going to waste because they can't process it. They can't cook it. They don't got no kitchen or that. So they're after canned foods. Canned foods that they can pack around. And you find left amongst a lot of the foods and things left behind because they take their possessions over their food because they can easily go and get more food. And then the food becomes waste. There's been more than enough times that I was out there that I collected tons and tons of food in the back end of my bike carrier, and I had baskets full and that, and I would literally take them around to other campsites that have not been forced to move, and literally give that food to them. And at that same time, I would create a camaraderie and get to know them more and find out what their camp or what their thing was. Other ones chased me away. Other ones didn't want anything to do with me or any kind of help because they just think that I want some kind of alternative or want to get them in trouble. I don't know. Something. Who knows? Some of them voice their opinions. Other ones don't voice their opinions. But they have opinions. They have the right to opinions. It's just the point. If you don't want them living out on the street, we need to find a place to actually house them. If they're not committed any crime, don't house them in the prisons. Don't house them in the jailhouses. We need to create housing. We need to create housing that filters all the way from your bottom ones that they need a lot of extra help. So we focus on putting some kind of medical facilities, things like that, around them. People that go there on a regular basis. Ones that are criminalized areas where we send the cops more often to do patrols, to do knock-ons, say, how are you doing? How are you feeling? You know, protect and stop the incidents before they start. And that unfortunately does fall down onto a manpower incident again. And the thing is, there's a lot of people that could do certain kinds of work like that if they're allowed to. Unfortunately, there's too many things that have been made that creates problems. And too many scams that have taken valuable workers like Sheila Acosta out of play.